Hello everyone, Dr. Precious here once again. Have you been working, minding your own business? Suddenly somebody drops in front of you. What are you going to do? Other than scream, yeah, somebody dropped. What are you going to do? Do you know? Well, this can happen. You've seen it happen. You've heard about it. So today I'm going to tell you line by line what to do if somebody suddenly drops in front of you. So get your pen, get your paper, so you can take notes, because you never know. You may be the one to save somebody's life. It may even be the life of your family member. Let's get into it. So somebody drops, what do you do? First of all, assess the situation. Look around. Make sure both you and the person is safe before you continue. Make sure there's no traffic coming in, because you don't want a car to hit both of you. Make sure there's no fire hazard. Make sure there's no electricity hazard. If all this is clear, then the next thing you do is kneel beside the person and shout loudly, "Are you okay?" Wait for a response. Are you okay? If they respond, then what you do is make sure they're comfortable. Ask about their medical history, because you may learn a thing or two, and call for help. Okay? But let's assume they didn't respond. Then it's a whole different ball game. First, shout for help, because you may not be able to handle it alone. Shout for help so people nearby can come and help you. After shouting for help, kneel beside the person and check whether they're breathing or they are not. Also check if there is a pulse. That will be a whole different video to tell you how to check for pulse, or how to check for if they're breathing or not. Okay? But after you checked that, if they are breathing and they have pulse, then next thing you do is put them in recovery position, so their airway will be free, and keep them there. Okay? When I say recovery position, it means just laying somebody on the side. I may be able to put a picture so you can see it, so their airway will be free and they can breathe freely. Of course, call for help or emergency services. Give them your location and the condition of the person, or instruct somebody nearby to do so. Now you have checked for the breathing. If they are not breathing or they are gasping for breath, begin CPR. I'm sure we can all remember the story, if you know, about Junior Pope. It was a big scandal. Junior Pope passed, I think, in a boat, and a lot of people were actually saying that he was alive up until a certain extent, but nobody was able to perform CPR or administer any emergency services. Well, back to our video. We were not there, so we don't know what happened, but something like that. So back to our video. They are not breathing, so you can begin CPR. CPR is when you take the heel of your hand, place the other hand on top of it, put it in the middle of the person's chest, and begin to compress. Compressions, about 100 to 120 reps per minute. Push. After 30 compressions, you can stop and give 2 breaths. Before you give these 2 breaths, make sure the patient's head is tilted up to make sure the airway is free. Okay? You can actually open their mouth and look in, make sure nothing is blocking their airway. But let's assume the airway is free. Tilt it back to make sure it's free. Give 2 breaths. If you know what you're doing, if you are trained. If you are not, instead of making the conditions worse, I'm not sending you to do it. But this is what is supposed to happen when emergency happens. It can save somebody's life. So you compress 30 of them, 2 breaths. And you keep doing this till the person responds. either by coughing, by talking, by opening their eyes, by moving, then you can stop. Or till the emergency services arrives, you can step aside and let them take over. Or till you're physically unable to continue, you can stop, of course, if you cannot continue. Now, what do you not do? Unless you're instructed by a medical personnel, emergency services, start giving them water. Don't start giving them food. We've all seen those movies. Sometimes they will even open the person's mouth and pour water inside or put food inside, putting the person at risk of choking. Because if somebody is unresponsive, how are they going to swallow? So this is what you don't do. Or shaking the person. You actually don't want to do that. But I don't blame us. So it's reaction. We react. Until we know better, we cannot do better. So I don't blame anybody. We are all learning. That's why this is imperative, that we pay attention, we gather knowledge, and you never know whose life you may be able to save. You just never know. But the key word is to stay calm so you can help the person. Don't start fidgeting. Oh my God, screaming, shouting. You are further aggravating the situation. It's not going to help you, because when you're not composed, you cannot help anybody. So that's the takeaway. You can also apply the use of AED. It's a medical device that actually delivers shock to the heart. That may be too advanced. I don't know. If it's available to you, of course you use it. It's very much self-explanatory. Because once you open it, there are parts you place on the person. There are diagram, pictures that actually show you where to place these parts, what to do. And so you follow the instructions on the AED. But the important thing about that is make sure there's no water, because it's delivering shock. Make sure you stay away. There's no water. The person is not in water. Again, make sure there's no imminent danger, because you don't want to put yourself in danger or the person in further danger. And you can use that AED if it's available and you know how to use it, or you can properly read the instructions and follow it properly. Anyway, I think this concludes our video for today, because again, I'm trying to keep it very simple and very elementary, okay? So we can all follow along. Now, if you see someone that collapsed in front of you, at least you have an idea what to do or what not to do, okay? Hopefully, by the grace of God, there will not be any collapsing. But if it happens, at least we have an idea what to do. This concludes our video. Once again, you already know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what I missed or what I left out so I can learn too. I always say this: as I'm teaching you, I'm learning myself. So we're all learning together. Nobody knows it all. Nobody's a guru. Actually, I read in a book that the day you stop learning is the day you're no more. So please comment, like, share, so you can create awareness. Like I said, this health thing is a passion. So I'm glad that I finally have an avenue to, express it and teach people. And you never know, if it's only one life that you're able to touch, it has served its purpose. So let's share so we can create awareness. That's why I say you're doing this along with me. It's not my channel, it's our channel. We're creating awareness, okay? Let's do more of that by sharing. Send it to people that you think may not have access to this kind of information. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for spending this tiny bit of time with me once again. And until next time, God bless you. Bye.